Hi, friends. Hi, everyone. Sorry about the delay, friends. I was shoving food into my face hole, and I didn't want to necessarily be eating on stream. Oh, let me turn pet cam on because Tara is on the couch. There she is. There's my Bobo. Hi, girl. Anyway, hello, hi friends, happy Saturday. Again, sorry for the late start. I was running around this morning. I took Tara out to the dog beach. She got to run around and just generally be a dog and wrestle and go swimming and all this stuff. Where did I get this Pettivini? I don't know. It just showed up one day. I went on the internet and I typed a few things and some money got taken out of my account, and then sometime later it got mailed to my place. I don't know. The world is a magical, mystical place. Anyway, hi everyone. How was your week? My week has been great. Actually, my summer's been great so far. Life is just good in general. Also, I'm trying to stay hydrated because it's supposed to get up to like 96 in Chicago today. And it already feels really warm outside. I actually have my air conditioning going, so I don't know if you guys can hear like kind of a low humming in the background. I don't know how much my mic is picking up my AC, but like I have it's kind of like a window unit and it's built into the wall. And it's like I'm literally sitting like 3 feet away from it. So if you can hear it, that's what's going on. But I'm trying to stay cool. And also, more importantly, I'm trying to keep my fur babies cool. Especially Tara, because dogs don't have sweat glands. So I'll try to keep them there. Yeah, I saw Jester's coming back. So hopefully Jester will be back. We'll have our human jukebox. Xanor, that's awesome. You got a job at O'Hare? That's so cool. Awesome. I'm actually going to be flying out of O'Hare in a couple weeks because my girlfriend and I are going to Oregon and Seattle for a vacation. So yeah. All right. Anywho, let me roll back real quick. Do my usual thing of saying hi to everyone who has said hello in chat. Hello, I Smile. Hello, Big Nerd. Hey, Cole Rains. Hello, Kayla. Hey, Savis. Hello, Alpaca John. Good to see all of you folks. Hey, Keyblade. Hey, Rowlight. Hey, don't worry about your month streaks. I appreciate the support nonetheless. If you need to take a month off, that is totally fine. Yo, how's it going, Callow Correspondent? Yo, Banjo Wafer. I'm glad that you came by to say hello. Hello, Blank Page. You are not late. I am late. So, let's see. Anyone else? Ignatus, how's it going? Hello, happy Saturday. Xanor, happy Saturday. Anyway. It's gonna be 92 in Cleveland? Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be 90 in Chicago in the next few days. And then, like, Tuesday, it's supposed to go down to 68, so. Anyway. Oh, you know what, Ignatus? I actually don't have Splatoon 2. I had the original Splatoon, and I played it for, like, a little bit. Then I kind of, like, moved on. I don't know. You know what I have been playing a lot of lately, though? Fortnite. Like, guys, I'm addicted to Fortnite now. I'm not great at it. Like, the best I've done, like, on solo, the best I've done is, finished 4th, I think. But, like, I feel like it's pretty easy to, like, finish at least in, like, the top 25. Because all you gotta do is just, like, hide for, like, 5 minutes, and like most people get wiped out right away. So but yes, but yeah, my girlfriend and I are addicted to Fortnite. So I have it on PS4 and I also have it on Switch, and I'm kind of salty at Sony for like blocking the cross-platform play, cause yeah, you know, Savis, I've heard good things about Hollow Knight, and yes, I've succumbed to Fortnite. I've heard good things about Hollow Knight, but I've never actually played it. I was excited about Mario Party, though, because I love Mario Party. So I'm super excited for Mario Party to come out in October. I'll have to check it out at some point, Savis. Yay, Kylo Correspondent made it through the YouTube archives. I've had a few people I know that have been catching up. I'm always delighted when people are catching up. I like binge watching my Homestuck my Homestuck videos on YouTube, and they comment on it, and they're like letting me know their progress, and I just think that's so cool. That you all are taking time to like watch something that I'm reading. Yeah, I know Smash Bros was the big one. My girlfriend is excited about Squirtle, because Squirtle is her favorite Pokemon. Actually, she mains like Blastoise in Pokemon, but she likes Squirtle. So yes. Anyway. It's almost 10:15. Maybe we should actually like do some Homestuck and some Hiveswap Friendsim. Actually, let me mute Lumi. Let me open up Hiveswap Friendsim. And then we will start off with that, and then we will do some Homestuck Act 6, Act 2 action. I have no idea, Cole Reigns, but I just thought I would do it, you know? Okay. So I've got it pulled up on my screen. Let's see if, well, it should load an OBS here in a sec. There we go. Alright. Cool. Friendsim is separate from Hiveswap, but it's like $1 for each episode. Or for each, like, volume, rather. Let me turn the music up here. I think I saw that they're, like, releasing Volume 5, and we're only on Volume 2, so I don't know if I'm gonna catch up, you guys. I may actually forgo doing Hiveswap Friendsim on streams for a few weeks and maybe do, like, a separate stream on, like, a Sunday where I just do Hiveswap Friendsim, because I would like to, like, kind of focus more on Homestuck on Saturdays, so. Yes, Cole Reigns, that's actually exactly it. That is exactly it. Alright. Yeah, we also need Hiveswap Act 2. Maybe it'll follow, like, the same timeline for release as, like, Kingdom Hearts 3. Which I'm totally getting when that comes out, too. Alright. Okay, we're on Volume 2. You stumble through the streets of a strange alien world. Ever since you crash-landed on this hostile planet, you have been desperate. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly for a bit of medical attention. Along the way, you've had some laughs, embarrassing missteps, and maybe even an encounter with alien meat products. You don't really want to get into it. What you do want to get into is friendship! An entire planet of endless friend opportunities awaits you! Honestly, at this point, you'd make friends with one of those weird purple bushes. You're not picky. Wait, you see something in the distance. Or perhaps someone. Alright, so we did Sarava last time. Sarava was like so cool. Sarava is probably my favorite so far. Hey Zai, good morning! Welcome, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to all y'all. Tara says happy Saturday too. Okay, let's do Amisia. Lo, what light through yonder weirdly organic architecture breaks? A small figure approaches. Oh! Oh my gosh! You are so... So far, you've swallowed quite a few insults in regards to your looks and intelligence level. You aren't really the type to let the shallow opinions of others get you down, but it's been kind of a rough day. You brace yourself. Cute! Oh. Oh! Well, maybe this will be a really easy friendship. She gives you a sweet, sincere smile. I've never seen anything like you. It's giving me all sorts of new ideas. Oh gosh, she's like framing us. Are we gonna be used for like movie fodder? Something like that? Yes, that's the entire scenario. Friendship made, the end. Boy, do you hope some of those ideas are about friendship. Now that you've got a taste of it, you are hungry for more. You take a stumbling step forward, and your ribs remind you that although the potential of camaraderie is enough to improve your mental health, it can't cure acute injuries. So, you need medical attention for that. Oh, you don't look so good. come inside. I've been looking for new contributors. I see that her quirk is 2 U's. I wonder if the U's are, like, indicative of her large glasses. Like, I wonder if that's kind of the thing there. Contributors? Could she mean friendship contributors? No, that's dumb. Maybe she runs some sort of alien newspaper and she wants you on staff. She looks a little young for that, but what the heck do you know about alien management hierarchy? That's true. Alien supply chain management is probably different than regular supply chain management. Like, I bet MBA programs on Alternia are somewhat different than MBA programs on Earth. You follow her to a nearby building, and now that you're looking up from your ravenous hunt for companionship, you notice that you've wandered into kind of an upscale part of town. Yes, that is a good warning label, Cephas. There's a lot less garbage and people collapse in the street. A lot less people collapse in the street. You see one of those spiky robot things, but it's washing a window instead of shooting a laser at a group of children. If that's not high class, you don't know what is. Before you can follow her inside, she turns around in the threshold, blocking your way. Real quick, you don't happen to be an artist, do you? Artistry? Well, as a matter of fact... Alright, let's save this real quick. Let's throw it in this empty slot. Let's go with tell her no, you've never had much of a knack for it. Oh, good. Friendships between artists can be so fraught. Much better to just keep things between artists and art appreciators. Oh wow, so that was the right choice apparently. That way, no one can get jealous. The girl's smile widens even further, and you feel an unbelievable rush of joy. Have you finally found someone who isn't a total fucking maniac? As these are all great questions, you guys. Things to ponder. And she brought up friendship without you having to mention it at all. It puts a spring in your step. Or as much of a spring as possible with a broken arm and misaligned torso. Amisia leads you to an elevator with buttons labeled in spiky letters that make absolutely no sense to you. You realize that probably nothing is ever going to make sense to you again. That's okay. Your hierarchy of needs has adjusted recently. Your new friend, you are jumping the gun with this descriptor, but you are feeling seriously good about this encounter, stands in the corner of the elevator, wringing her claws. I wish I'd known I was going to have company. I would have cleaned up a little. It's been a while since I've met anyone new. You assure her that whatever disaster her house is in, it can't be any worse than some other places you've seen here. Like torture chambers and basements and whatnot. Oh, let me turn down the music a little bit. It looks like it's probably a little loud. Alright. Although you kind of get what she means. She's wearing an artist's smock that's covered in splashes of paint. Wait. Wait. Is it covered in paint or is it covered in blood? Because all of those colors are conceivably troll blood. I think her smock is actually covered in blood, you guys. Oh god. Oh god. Actually, it doesn't really look like paint. But it couldn't be anything else, could it? It's every color of the rainbow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Does she paint with blood? Oh god. Oh dear god. The elevator door slides open and you step into a space that you were relieved to find is totally recognizable. A table overflows with messy palettes and brushes, cloudy jars of water, and sponges. Several easels stand behind the windows to catch the light of the 2 moons, and a number of canvases lean against the wall, turned so that you can't see what's on them. First things first. Amisia brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you have on your now-defunct spaceship, tapping away at a series of unreadable symbols. She then indicates you should take off your sling. Is she going to test our blood? Like, when she said contributor, earlier. Does that mean she wants us to contribute our blood for her art? Is this where this is headed? Is like the victory path on this going to end up with us like completely devoid of blood and like passed out, but happy nonetheless? Here, go ahead and stick it in there. She seems to want you to put your injured arm into a large hole in the wall, which you do, because you are sure your new friend has your best interests at heart. The hole shrinks down like a blood pressure cuff, sending bolts of agony through you. Oh god. So I've donated blood like many times. And the very first thing they do when you go to donate blood is they take your blood pressure. You want to yank your arm back out, but you don't. Even if it's broken, you still like having it attached to you. Instead, you shout a lot and thrash your other limbs around. Calm down, you big wriggler. It's like you've never seen a medicalizer before. If you don't stop moving, it won't work. Tears spill down your cheeks, but you force yourself still. You'll bear the pain. You'll do it for your friend. Yep, Savis, this is just every OkCupid date ever. It's common. She's looking at you so hopefully, and she's so delicate and pretty, almost angelic. You look at her face and tell yourself it's all going to be okay. Finally, the hole releases you, and you pull your arm back to find it completely healed. What? She actually healed our arm! What? What a good friend! You can move your fingers. It doesn't even hurt anymore. Hey, things are looking up. This is the first scenario, I think, in which like our broken arm has been mended. See? I told you. This is great. You're overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate. Okay, so this is decision point number 2. So let's go ahead and save this here. Alright. Let's see. Let's get excited and dance your new friend around the room. You try to resist the urge to celebrate. You fail to resist the urge. You take Amisia by her tiny hands and twirl her around the studio. Or you try to. You forgot about your busted ribs. You sure are doing that a lot. You let go of Amisia and go careening into one of the tables. Thankfully, not the one covered in art supplies. You hit the corner and go down onto your already incredibly sore ass. This is what you get for acting like a huge fucking tool in front of your new friend. Are you okay? Was that some sort of ritualistic rite of healing I've never heard of before? You shrug against the floor. Amisia leans down and picks you up in a bridal carrier, despite the fact that she's about half your size. It makes your ribs hurt, but what doesn't nowadays? Amisia lays you down on a weird, lumpy couch. Are you sure you're okay? You look a little... She trails off to nothing. She's looking at your left arm, which you have draped over yourself awkwardly to sort of try to hold your torso together. That color? At first you think she means the color of your skin, which is different than her light gray. Then you think she means the truly fantastic buffet of bruises you got going on. But then you realize that in your prancing idiocy, you've managed to scrape up the inside of your arm. Blood oozes sluggishly from the wound. Oh no! Oh no! She's seeing the color of our blood. Amisia dredges a finger through it. You're half expecting her to put it in her mouth, and for this to become a whole cannibal situation. Well, since you aren't the same species, it wouldn't really be cannibalism, but still, no thanks. Oh, hold on a sec, guys. Sorry, hang on, there's like a short in my speaker wire, and sometimes it causes like the sound to get weird in my ears. It doesn't affect you guys on your end, but it affects me, and it bugs me. So let me see if I can fix it by tugging on wires. Come on. Okay, I think that's better. For me. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Instead, Amisia just holds her finger up, the drop of blood trembling on the tip. This color, I've never seen anything like it. She dashes off to one of her tables, pulling over a sketchbook and dragging her finger down it. Your blood paints a rusty line down the center. She lets out a little squeak of excitement. This is amazing! What, red? Not red! There's a million dirty little rusties swarming all over the city. I'm drowning in red. This is crimson. It's incredible. You must be some sort of mutant. You're really lucky I found you instead of one of the drones. Well, you're really lucky I found you. Lucky? You? Ha! Ha ha! Yes. Very lucky. The luckiest. Though your arm is healed and you're out of whatever doubtlessly weird weather happens on this planet, maybe Amisia's right. Maybe you are lucky. You close your eyes and try to breathe. Zen yourself out. Really center yourself in your own body and all that garbage. Then you open your eyes and wow, you sure aren't centered anymore. Oh dear God, she has an axe. In fact, you roll completely to the left as you try to get away from Amisia, who is back and standing over you with a gigantic axe. Watch out! Amisia grabs you, drags you back up onto the couch, and plants her hand on your solar plexus, effectively pinning you down. You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like a beached blubber beast. You want to be friends, don't you? You want to help me with my artistic aspirations, right? You get the feeling that she might be trying to manipulate you. Just the tiniest little suspicion. It's possible Amisia has recognized your intense craving for companionship and is trying to exploit it. You don't like being suspicious of a new friend, but that is a pretty big axe. I don't know what got you so worried. I just want to show you my axe. Oh, of course. Makes sense. It is a really nice axe. You hold out your hand for it, but of course it is too heavy for you, and your hands are all sweaty and you fumble it. Fumble the really sharp weapon. Amisia tries to catch it before it's too late, and somehow in all the wriggly struggle, you end up getting cut. Like, very cut. Across both your wrists. Oh, God. Oh, God, why? In fact, you don't think she could have aimed even better if she'd been trying. Oh. Oh, dear. So did our hands just get cut off? Hard agree. Don't struggle. Oh, geez. You'll only hurt yourself more, silly. You don't want that, do you? No, you definitely don't want that. Not after what a Butterfingers you've proven to be. Amisia gets up to put the axe down, and you kind of lose track of her for a little while. You're bleeding all over her couch, and everything around you starts to get shiny and unreal. I like how the blood is like gradually creeping in from like the outside of the screen toward the center. She comes back with a couple little jars that she uses to catch your blood. That's a good idea. You sure are making a mess. You wonder if they are specifically blood jars. They look like jam jars. Alien jam. Alien jam? Space jam? God, you love that movie. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. I went to see it in theaters like 3 times when it was out. Way better than the one with the dog and the clown. Do they even have basketball here? You ask Amisia. She just shushes you and brushes your hair back off your forehead. She keeps smiling and saying comforting things. God, she's such a good friend. Before too long, you do what it's honestly a goddamn shock you haven't done before now. You pass out. When you come to, you are propped up against the wall in a weird way that you wouldn't love even if you weren't an invalid, and both of your arms are jammed in the hole in the wall. the med hole, the glory hole of well-being, the magic sphincter. You grunt and pull your arms back out. They are healed. The cuts on your wrists are just 2 faded pink lines. You take a step away from the wall and immediately hit the ground. You may not be actively dying anymore, but you did just lose like half the blood in your body. Gosh, you're tired. A little giggle makes you turn around, or roll over since you're still on the floor and probably not getting up anytime soon. It's fine. You've met worse floors in your life. Amisia is sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back beneath a scarf, and a little round glasses perched on her nose. A jar of your blood sits next to her, and as you watch, she dips a brush in. I'm glad you're awake. I was a little worried, but actually killed you. I was a little worried it actually killed you back there. She laughs, and you laugh along with her. It's very funny. Actually, everything is funny right now. It's probably the blood loss. You ask her what she's painting. You, of course. You inspired me. Well, right now it just looks like a bunch of red squiggles and some lines, but she only just got started. She's warming up. She sits there on her stool, looking at her palette and chewing on her lip thoughtfully. She looks somewhat nervous. Actually, I want to show you something. Something I've never shown anyone else. She leaps up from her stool and crosses the studio. You roll to your other side to keep her in your line of sight. You really hope she isn't getting another Space Jam jar. She starts turning around the canvases one by one. They're all blank, except for one, which has a little... Wait, no. That's just a shadow. Every single one of them is blank. You aren't sure you understand. You ask her if these are all just new canvases that she has not gotten the chance to paint on yet. Amisia sighs. No, I've had them for forever. I'm just... not a real painter! There! I said it! She buries her face in her hands, talking from between her fingers. I'm really good at all the other parts. The materials and the studio. I even make all my own paints. I just can never do the actual sitting down and doing art part. She just looks so despondent. You wish you could do something, but you don't really know that much about art, and you probably can't stand up yet. Oh my goodness. You tell her that she looks like she's moving in the right direction at least. You don't even have a studio, or any brushes or stuff like that. Of course you have no aspirations to being a painter, but you leave that part out. That's just it! I feel inspired for the first time ever. I think it has to be your messed up, disgusting, mutant blood. There's really no other explanation. She takes a knee beside you, picking up one of your limp hands with hers. They're cold, like she's been pressing them to a glass window in winter. Usually, I just finish off my contributors quickly. I don't have time to deal with a bunch of injured low-bloods moaning around my studio. But I couldn't just use your blood up all at once. Oh my god, she's gonna keep us so she can harvest our blood. You're far too special for that. You gaze at Amisia. A mist has descended over your vision, and it isn't even the mist of imminent death. I have to keep this precious blood safe. I think you might be my muse. You will never escape. Friendship. So cool. We found the happy ending on the first try. Yay! We will never escape. Now let's see what the other two endings were. Let's go back to this part. You're overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate. Let's be chill about it. You thank Amisia profusely, but you manage to keep it to the strictly verbal sort. Medicalizers are great. This part of the city is great. You really need to get more rich friends. You tell her this, throwing in a compliment of her studio while you're at it. See, this friendship stuff is easy. I'm glad you feel that way. You're obviously really strange and under-socialized. But you don't seem to be a complete cultural idiot. Plus, I think it's really endearing how helpless and trusting you are. You laugh, slightly unnerved. You want to take that as a compliment, but after a recent encounter with another girl in blue, well, it all ended up okay. And Amisia is so nice and friendly, and she keeps calling you cute, which you think is pretty generous of her considering what a disgusting mess you are at this point. Speaking of low bloods, what's your blood color? Just out of curiosity. Blood color? You aren't really sure what she's talking about, but red? You tell her it's red. She looks a little disappointed. I've got plenty of burgundy. Oh well. Good thing I have a delivery coming soon. Hey, do you think you can help me set a few things up before they get here? They? Visitors? As in plural? As in multiple potential friends? Oh, hell yes. You are all over that, especially considering your newly healed arm. You are anxious to display all the simple motor functions you can perform. Amisia gives you another radiant smile. You live for those smiles, man. They're just so full of the glowing nectar of bromance. Perfect. Let's do this. Work always goes faster with two pairs of hands, after all. Yes, it absolutely does. And even if by that she seems to mean her hands are pointing while she tells you where to put things, you're totally fine with that. Your ribs are still kind of killing you, but you swallow down the pain. You're getting pretty good at that. Too bad you can't stick your whole torso into that magical science fiction hole in the wall. Well, maybe you could, but not right now. Right now you've got a friend to help. Amisia instructs you to clear all the furniture to the edges of the room and lay down a big purple tarp. Apparently tarps aren't blue on this planet. Amisia answers her phone, then buzzes open the apartment door. She runs over to the elevator with a squeal of delight. They're here! Sorry, I'm getting so giggly about this. It's just been a while since I've had any new paints. Wait, paints? That's what's coming? Now that you think about it, there is something pretty crucial missing from this whole artist aesthetic she's got going here. There aren't any paints. No tubes dribbling color, or pots with their tops left partially unscrewed. There aren't even any pencils. The elevator opens and two trolls come in. They have pretty similar shaped horns and are almost the exact same height. Brothers? Do trolls have brothers? From their uniforms and the douchey, swaggering way they walk, you get the idea that they are some sort of law enforcement. That and the third troll in handcuffs they are dragging between them. Thank you, guys. You always bring me the best materials. They don't say anything. They just bring the third troll to the center of the tarp and force him into a kneeling position. Then they bow to Amisia and leave the way they came. This doesn't look great. Even before Amisia runs out of the room and comes back in with an axe the size of her whole body, you are not loving this. The troll on the tarp trembles and bites back a sob, but they don't say anything or try to run. She isn't really going to do what it looks like, is she? You can't bring yourself to believe that this cute little alien girl is going to straight up axe murder a dude right in front of you, presumably to finger paint with their blood. You stammer something to this effect. Amisia laughs. Well, I don't use my fingers. I'm not a fucking animal. She considers you for a few moments, tapping a claw against her mouth. I know. You can help me. I only ever let one other person help with my work. And she's out of town right now. But you and I have a connection. You feel it too, right? You do. God, you do. You've been feeling it so much lately for everyone you meet. You thought you had maybe come across someone who would readily accept your platonic longings without putting you through the ringer first. You do want to help me, don't you? You do. You want that more than anything. Amisia looks at you solemnly. Are we actually going to help her murder a troll? Why don't you do the honors? Oh god. She holds out her axe. I wouldn't offer this to just anyone, but I can tell how special you are. You're trembling. The troll in the tarp is also trembling, but unlike you, they seem to have accepted their fate. Slowly, inevitably, you hold out your hand for the axe. Amisia gives it to you with a smile. God damn it, you forgot about your broken ribs, and that you're a human and you can't just pick up gigantic fucking axes with one hand. You drop it and it bounces away from you. Like, way more than you think an axe should probably bounce. You look up at Amisia from where you are, doubled over with pain and shame. She laughs and scampers over to retrieve the axe, once again swinging it up without any signs of strain. She doesn't even have any visible muscles. What is this girl made out of? How silly of me. You seem so culturally advanced that for a second I forgot about your natural inferiority. Here, I'll give you a second chance. You nod. Yes, please. A second chance that does not include committing gruesome murder. Usually I just use chains, but I've got a better idea. Oh God. You get what she wants you to do. You hesitate, and Amisia's smile gets even sweeter. Sweet like poison. Oh? You don't want to help me? The tarp crinkles underneath as you kneel. You grasp the troll's shoulders and mumble an apology. They continue to say nothing. Amisia is sharpening her axe, which already looks pretty damn sharp. Hold on tight. You try. You really do. The problem is, you try to hold on tight, but at the same time, you try to drag the troll out of the way, some buried instinct to try to preserve life rising up inside you. You're weak and injured though, so all you end up doing is just flopping both of you a little to the side. Instead of coming down on the neck in a clean slice, Amisia's axe glances off the troll's collarbone, mortally wounding them instead of killing them outright. And now you know why they have not been begging for their life. They don't have a tongue, so they can't beg, but they can sure yell, and thrash, and bleed olive green alien blood all over you and the tarp. God, there's so much blood, it's just spurting everywhere. Jesus Christ, you're such an idiot. Why wouldn't you just commit? Now you're covered in a dying alien, and so is everything else. Amisia, the work table, and most direly, the canvas is leaning against the wall. Amisia takes one look at them and lets out a wail of rage. I can't believe this! I let you into my hive! Into my life! I was planning to let you into my pusher! I thought you were a refined sophisticate, but now I see you're just a Philistine! She gives you a shove toward the elevator. Your ribs are screaming, and so is the bleeding troll. You're trying to babble an explanation. Forget it! I don't want to hear your excuses. Chahut was right. If you want someone killed right, you have to kill them yourselves. You ride the elevator back down, kneeling in a pool of blood and failure. Oh no, we're terrible at murder. Tara's in the way, hang on a sec. Terrible at murder, no! Why are we terrible at murder? Alright, so that was the first bad ending. Let's see what the second bad ending was. Let's see. Tell her, yeah, it isn't exactly your whole deal, but you've been known to dabble in art. Oh, I see how it is. Well, you aren't going to snake road any trade secrets out of me. Goodbye. You completely blew it. Oh, she's like flipping us off as she walks away. Oh, alas. Alright. So, that's that episode. Alrighty, friends. So, that'll be it for Hiveswap for now. I think next week's stream, I'm just going to do Homestuck. I'm going to take a break from Hiveswap Friendsim for a little bit. I might do, like, a separate stream where I, like, just do nothing but Hiveswap Friendsim and just, like, try to catch up. Because, like, I think they're releasing volumes faster than I can keep up right now with my summer schedule. So, we'll come back to those later. Alright, in the meantime,